Hello, hello, hello. I'm Dr. Sanchez. So happy to be here with you today. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about the power of perception. The power of perception. Has anyone ever shared with you, either a supervisor or a subordinate, that you being you is somewhat intimidating? I've had that experience myself, and it's come from a place of not trying to intentionally be intimidating, but actually being a person who was so driven and having so much passion about what I do and what I did that at times it could feel somewhat overwhelming or intimidating to the people who I was trying to communicate with or the people that I needed to partner with me in executing a particular vision. So there's 4 things that I want to share with you that you could possibly do to help not only shift the perception of you being intimidating, but really cement over any kind of challenges you may be having in regards to being able to connect with people on a real and meaningful level. So the first thing that I would suggest that you do is when you receive this feedback, whether it's from a supervisor or subordinate, and you're in the process of having a conversation about the issue, that as much as you can to try and not take it as a negative comment. Try and not over-personalize it, but rather consider this an opportunity to have an open dialogue, to really engage around the topic and do so in a non-judgmental fashion. So the first thing I would encourage you to do is to engage and invite dialogue. The next thing that I would encourage you to do is to listen and really paraphrase what is being shared. Once you've got the information and you've been able to get more details about what it is, the circumstance, or what was the experience that people have had, to really show that you're listening and be able to paraphrase for this individual that's giving you feedback, that you heard what they had to say and that you understand clearly what the issue is. The next thing that I would encourage you to do is demonstrate empathy. And to do that in a way that not only shows a change in your behavior, but also really an understanding of how the other person may have perceived the situation or how they could have drawn the conclusions that they did based upon how the situation transpired. So to be able to demonstrate empathy is extremely important. And the last thing I would encourage you to do is offer your point of view. Like I was saying, most of the time people don't mean to be intimidating, but it could be coming off in that way unintentionally. And so if that really is the perspective, or there was some underlying circumstance that created the situation that was tense, to be able to offer your point of view without avoiding responsibility or scapegoating or what have you, but really just offering your position in a very human and relatable way. You know, research says that if you do the first 3 steps that I talked about, which is basically inviting a dialogue and engaging around the topic, being able to engage the individual about the issue, and then really listening and paraphrasing what they've said, that they're more likely to want to hear your point of view. So these are the 4 things that I would share with you if you are struggling with the idea of perception and how others are seeing you, or if you're struggling with people saying to you that you're coming off as intimidating. The more likely that you are able to overcome these challenges of perception with those whom you influence, and even key decision makers that are watching you on a daily basis and deciding if you're that person that they should invest in for that next level promotion or opportunity. The more opportunities that you will have to be able to really demonstrate that you have this presence of leadership. And so I encourage you and I invite you to continue to work on building your perception from an outside perspective, but also increasing and cultivating your own true, unique leadership skills with your ability to improve your communication. So I thank you for today's video. That's all that I have to share for today. If this has been helpful for you, I would love for you to drop in the comments that you saw today's video and any questions that you might have, because I like to swing back around and answer any questions. And if you're struggling with issues like perception, or people thinking that you may be intimidating, or you're feeling like, hey, maybe some of this stuff is true, I am struggling with being able to communicate in a way that people are receptive to, then I encourage you to hop on a consult with me, and I'll drop the link in the details of this post. Again, my name is Dr. Sanchez, and I'm so happy to have spoken here with you today. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.